Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself.
Hey, welcome to the Jim Reith Show Unleashed podcast. I'm safely gone inside the inner sanctum with producer Bill. Producer Bill is here.
I'm here. I think it's working.
All right.
It looks like it's working. If I go to your page, it shows that it's working.
All right.
We're good.
That was Just Joe doing our version, his version of our theme song, and we'd have a new one if a band that was going to do it would get off their ass and do it, but they haven't yet.
They're going to do it.
All right. That's what I've heard. So the Yahoo of the week is Mother Nature, because Thursday we're supposed to get hammered.
I saw. I just saw that.
It's not right. It's not right. And it shouldn't happen, but it's going to. But our good news of the week is from Price Chopper. Did you hear about this?
Is it the penny deal?
Yeah. So you bring down your pennies, and because, we're going to run out of pennies because we don't print them anymore. They don't make them. So you get 2 pennies for one, 2 cents for a penny, $200,000. That's the pennies they brought in. So they sent out $400,000
in gift cards.
Yes. So good for them. That's awesome. No, they're not handing out cash.
No,
probably gift cards to Price Chopper, which, hey, if you can pay for your groceries with pennies, I'm into that. So there are good guys.
I took a photo of I was grabbing a $1.50 Coke Zero from McDonald's on my way home from something this weekend, and they have a sign on the drive-through that says they're rounding up or rounding down.
Right? Yeah.
No more pennies.
Yeah. Yep. A lot of places are doing that. Some are not, but a lot of them are. Which I guess it's good for them. It helps them.
That's what they've been doing in Canada for many years.
Oh, have they?
Got rid of the penny years ago.
Oh, really?
Canada, yeah. So if you go to even a Walmart or whatever, and it's $4.04, you got to pay 5 cents.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
So we have quite a show lined up because the mayor-elect of the city of Syracuse is going to be here, right? Sharon Owens.
Yeah, she had some time. She's going to come on today at around 4:15.
All right, love it. Helen Hudson, who is the president of the Syracuse Common Council, would be here, and she's going to be here too. And why is that?
She's looking to her term as president is done at the end of this year.
Okay.
And she is seeking the at-large opening in 2026.
But she wants to be appointed to it.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, instead of like running for it,
yes.
She'd win anyway. So it would be easier for them to do. And then this will be the most. I have friends who love cruises. I went on plenty of cruises in the Navy, and I'm good with not going on a cruise. But Bruno Schrripa, who's a longtime friend of the program, back to the 80s, he owned Wise Guys Comedy Club. He went on. I sent Bill the itinerary. It's just
crazy,
incredible.
Now, have you been on a cruise? Other than what you've
just the Navy. That's it.
I have never been on.
I'm not going on a cruise. I have no interest.
We've talked about it before in the past. All those documentaries on Netflix have turned me away.
Yeah. Yep.
I ain't dealing with no poop cruise.
No. So people love them though. They do. And I guess if you have a good one and everything goes great, I imagine it's fun, but
I don't drink that much anymore anyways.
Yeah, I know.
I think that's like a whole thing on the cruise.
It is. It can be. It doesn't have to be, but it can be.
I keep telling my wife, she's 10 years younger than me. The day will come when she will not want to do that anymore.
Shalene is 10 years younger than me.
Yeah.
Too. Yes. So
we went to I was just telling you, we went to a very nice wedding in Rochester.
Yes.
And I had left early because I had to go play at the Dinosaur on Saturday evening. But my wife stayed. Her sister was in the wedding. My in-laws were there. So Brandy stayed the night, and she was way hungover yesterday when she came home.
So you batched it?
Yes, for the evening.
Because you had to play,
It was me and Chip for the evening.
You had to
play? It was a dino.
The Dino.
I love the I hope it stays. I hope it sticks around. People, music is back at the Dino, 9:00 on Saturday nights for the winter. It'll go to Friday and Saturday after. But late night at the Dino, 9:00. Local and regional acts again at the Dino.
You know, when I was going out in my late 20s, we wouldn't even go out till 9:30.
I know. Same. I mean,
so it'd be 10 to 2 would be a
country club. We'd get there between 10 and 11 o'clock.
Yeah,
the country club, which is now a Chick-fil-A or something over there.
Right. Can you give me one concert that you've been to that no one would believe that you went to? I'll give you my example.
I mean, you believe it, but
Culture Club.
Okay.
I went to Culture Club.
I saw Celine Dion.
I would believe that. You're all about like show tunes and stuff.
Yes. I mean, so I like everything. So probably I went to Insane Clown Posse, but that was because of I took my daughter.
I also believe that, by the way. So
not for me. I would go. So a few years ago at the amphitheater, Avril Lavigne was there. This was before this past summer.
Okay.
First time she was there.
Yeah.
She opened up for Machine Gun Kelly.
Yes.
I have taken a very much liking of Machine Gun Kelly ever since.
You said that.
One of the best shows I've ever seen.
Really?
Like a live concert dude going, he works for 2 hours.
Better than Gaga?
No. That's one of the best shows in the world. Pink and Gaga, Garth, they're those Springsteen, they're on a different level.
I also saw Duran Duran.
Here at the
Dome, but it was called the Demi Dome.
Yeah.
Because they cut it in half or whatever.
My first show was at the Demi Dome when I was a very young child. It was Kenny Rogers and the Statler Boys.
Statler Brothers.
Larry Gatlin and the Gatlin Boys.
Oh, Larry Gatlin. Yeah. Wow.
All the gold in California.
Yes. The opener for Duran Duran was a hammered Billy Idol.
Ooh.
Hammered.
I've seen him a few times. He's still good.
Fell down singing a song and finished it on his back.
Beautiful.
And at the end of his little time there, they came out, put a cape around him and let him off stage.
Like James Brown.
A cape. Just like James Brown, let him right off stage. That was, and then Duran Duran was really good. I was really surprised, but they were really good.
Back in the day,
make it quick because our guest is
here. When the dome shows were very, very few. I went to a lot of those. I think I was at I was a child at the U2 concert.
Joshua Tree?
Yeah.
I was there.
Was it 87, I think?
Bono had a broken arm.
Yeah.
I was there. I was way in the back.
Floyd.
Way in the back. I did not go to Pink Floyd. I was not a fan then. I am now. I'd see them. Well,
you're not going to see anything.
I could tell my younger self, you should go see them.
Yeah. It's tough. Like they just announced Guns N' Roses today.
Yeah. No.
At SPAC.
Yeah, no.
I've never seen them. That's a band I've never seen live, and I don't think
Fat Axel is what I call him.
Well, here's the deal. This is a band that is normally playing stadiums now. You're going to put them in an amphitheater. You're going to be paying $200 for a lawn seat.
Boy, no. You might. I won't. Let's get to our guest. She's here, man.
Okay.
How you guys doing? Can you hear me?
Yes. Sharon, how are you? Congratulations from both of us, certainly.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
What a night overall, really.
Oh, my goodness. It was, I'm still floating up and moving off of adrenaline. Still.
Yeah, so, the first thing that you do, I would assume, after you celebrate and sit down and think, I'm going to be the mayor, so what do I do now? Do you get you gather staff around you?
So, it's interesting for me as opposed to like the mayor-elect of Buffalo and Albany is that I've been here 8 years. Right. So I've been spending time talking to existing staff here. There are some things I know I want to tweak or change. So getting the lay of the land on who I'm going to move forward with and who I may not be. So, talking to, these have been my colleagues for 8 years now.
Does that make it harder or easier to have those conversations?
Absolutely harder.
Yeah. I'm sure it does. Yeah. That's the bad part of it, certainly. So we've talked before about housing, and it's got to be right at the top of the list, certainly, especially affordable housing. And now we're moving forward with 81 coming down very soon, and the whole housing complex gone. What's your focus?
You know, I've always said and thoroughly believe that where you lay your head should not determine the trajectory of your ability to be prosperous in our community, but how you lay your head down absolutely impacts that. So housing is absolutely a focus of mine. It's my background and my time with Home Headquarters. I would love for every person to be able to buy a home, but everybody's not going to be a homeowner. So I'm going to work with our partners to set forth paths for development and rehab for new housing for people to buy, but I'm also going to be working hard to make sure those who will continue to rent live in houses that are toxin free and safe and affordable for them. That's the priority.
Yeah, and that's very difficult in this environment because now we have an environment where, for the sake of the entire community, Micron comes in, but that lifts housing prices so high. You cut out a whole segment of people trying to get into housing.
Yeah, and our methodology of creating affordable housing requires really deep public funding subsidies.
Yeah.
Those are going to be, shrunken. Very what anticipate. I've had conversations with some private developers just today who are going to get into the more affordable housing market, and they're going to build different housing. Every house doesn't have to be 3-4 bedrooms and 2.5 baths.
Yes.
I have a daughter who doesn't want a huge house. I've been trying to convince her to buy a house, but she's very, very comfortable in her apartment. But if she buys a house, it needs to be much smaller. It's just her,
And I think a lot of that generation is like that. That's why tiny houses are so popular.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So what? I'm sorry. What else? What else are you going to focus on? As you take over in January.
Yeah, we're gonna continue on the path. Micron, I've said over and over again when we were in the community, when I left the Hill, graduated from SU, all of the manufacturing companies were, really humming, New Process Gear, Carrier, GE, Miller Brewery, and then they started downsizing. And then by the time I get out of college, all of my friends, families who worked in those factories with a high school diploma, there wasn't a plan for their transition. So either they had to leave and follow their job, or they got less skilled, less paying jobs. And so we cannot make that mistake again. I've been very much involved in the front and it really started with the 81 project, preparing people in our community who actually generations before them were affected by that highway being built through the city. And so now we're really through Pathways to Apprentice, Syracuse build Pathways to Apprentice program and working with our union shops to prepare our workforce for being on those projects. And I'm telling you, it is transformational. Young men coming to us saying it's the first time ever that they were able to take their family on vacation. I mean, you're 34, 35 years old. And that was work is just not about, punching in and doing the job until you're exhausted and going home. It's about improving the quality life of your family. And so that is the testament of individuals like that. And we're going to be doing that with the technology and light manufacturing. We got $80 million from the state for the on-ramp initiative. And so to be able to create that pipeline for employees to work for Micron, and remember, residual companies for Micron. Right. The other important thing about Micron that people overlook is it's going to bring substantially more people into our community. And Syracuse has the potential of being, over the next 5 to 10 years, a $200,000+ city of inhabitants again. And so that's just not, having a place for the people to work, but what are they going to do after work? Where are you going to eat? Yeah. Where's your entertainment going to be? Opportunities for new businesses to open. It's going to be exciting, and we're ready to assist companies in doing that.
Well, it sounds like you're ready for sure.
Definitely ready.
You're ready to go. No question about it.
I've been gearing up for 8 years for this.
Thank you for your time, Sharon. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you.
She's been very generous to us
always,
for sure, Bill.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Are you ready to kick Ben out of his office?
No. Oh my goodness. That's my friend.
Yeah. That's got to be tough too, though. Yeah.
It is different because I'm literally moving down to his office. So it is, we start seeing, oh my goodness, he actually is starting to transition, and That's going to be strange for people here. He's been an amazing boss, and we're going to miss him. But he'll be around. He won't leave the area.
And that's a good thing too. If you always got a shoulder to, an ear to, if you need an ear with him.
Oh, he's on the hotline. Believe me.
Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you, guys.
We appreciate it.
All right. Have a great day.
Good one.
She's great.
Yeah. She'll be good she's been around. She knows her stuff.
Yeah. And that was great. That was a really great answer that, I've been here. So the transition is smooth, but, trying to, say goodbye to people that you're not going to carry with you, that you've been with for like 8 years. That's hard, man. That's hard. Our friend Michael Benny on the chat said, happy Thanksgiving.
Put that up here.
Happy Thanksgiving, Michael. Appreciate that very much.
Same to you and Nick from us, man. One of the best in town. I love me some Michael Benny.
Yes, me too. We better get to our next guest because this could take a while.
Yeah, we can be here.
For a couple of reasons. That's our friend Bruno Schrripa is here. My long time friend Bruno Schrripa is here.
Don't make it too long.
He went on the most as soon as I saw his posts. So I'd seen like 5 days of him. I'm like, what the? And where's he going? He's got martinis and the ocean views. And so you got to tell us all about this thing, man.
It was absolutely the most incredible trip you could ever imagine in your whole life. And I wish I could say that it was my idea, but no, it wasn't. My wife came, we're having coffee one morning. I'll tell you from the very get-go of it. We're having coffee one morning at our counter like we normally do. And she said, okay, I have our next trip planned. I went, okay. I'm used to it. She got me on a cruise ship for 5 days, which I was the guy that said I would never get on one of those boats as long as I live. No, not going to do it. She said, yeah, we're going to take a 60-day cruise of the Mediterranean. 60 days on a cruise ship? Are you kidding me? I'm good with 5. I'm not sure if I can handle 60. That's nuts. So, but that was the crux of the trip. But there was a prelude and then an epilogue as well to this whole trip.
Kidding.
Yeah. We were on the ship 60 days. We were actually, we weren't actually on the ship 60 days. We were on the ship 30 days.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, that's good.
So what encompassed that was the time that we spent on land doing things leading up to the cruise and then after the cruise. So there was the pre-cruise and then there was the cruise.
Now,
and then there was the post-cruise.
For those who don't know, Bruno is the longtime proprietor and comedian at Wise Guys Comedy Club here in Syracuse.
Yakov Smirnoff. That's the first guy I saw there. Yakov Smirnoff.
Oh my gosh, he's still working in Palm Springs.
No kidding.
Yeah, people still believe it.
Jeez. So, where did you start this trip? Or start with the pre-trip.
I'll start with the whole thing. We left South Florida, where we live. I guess you can tell by the color of my skin.
Yes.
Than you guys. Yeah, I feel like the minority as well because I have no facial hair.
It's a lot different than it's a lot different than Iron Oak Circle in Liverpool, huh, Bruno?
Oh man, Iron Oak Circle, holy Moses.
Bruno was my neighbor for
no kidding.
Time.
Across the street.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
Awesome.
Yes, indeed. So we started the trip in Athens, Greece. We went to Athens for 5 days. We've never been to Greece. And Athens was interesting. I'm going to say interesting. It wasn't one of our favorite stops. It was a place that we're kind of like, well, maybe we'll go back, maybe we won't. Because it just, the Acropolis is there and the Parthenon on top of the hill. And we opened the drapes in our hotel and there it is right outside the window. It was spectacular.
Right.
But when we got up the hill, I mean, it's a 30-minute hike up the hill. We get up to the top of the hill. We're going, this is kind of okay. The ruins at Pompeii, far superior. The Colosseum in Rome, good Lord. Right. The Acropolis, it was nice. Let's go get something to drink.
Yep.
So, that's where we had the hotel where we stayed, by the way. I'm going to give it some kudos. It was called Fresh. It was all farm to table. The hotel was in the city itself. It was spectacular. The best octopus, #1 octopus in the Mediterranean on my list. Bill, you love octopus.
I love octopus. I love it. I love fried octopus. Yes.
I like the Italian the Italian.
You like
kind, Merry
calamari?
Christmas, I like calamari.
No, I like octopus. I like the fried
Yeah.
octopus. Yep.
Oh my God, this was the most. I cut it with my fork, Jim. It was so tender.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
It was so tender. So 5 days in Athens, Greece, led to the next 5 days. We took a little puddle jumper over to the island of Santorini.
Yes.
The most beautiful place we've ever been in our life. Absolutely spectacular. Of course, it was the 40 stairs, and they're the goat stairs, the donkey stairs. It's not
Yes.
like one step down, one step down. It's step down and you walk 5 paces and you step down again. There were 40 of those going down the side of the hill. And then we had to turn the corner and go down a few more
Oh,
steps
geez.
to get into the hotel. We were on what they call the caldera on the mountainside.
Okay.
This is where people go. They spend thousands and thousands of dollars for a hotel room in Ia, which is right on the end of the island. And they spend thousands of dollars for a hotel room to witness the most fabulous sunset in the world. Well, my wife and I did not spend thousands of dollars for our absolutely gorgeous room on the caldera, where we were sitting in our hot tubs, sipping champagne, watching the same sunset. And it was spectacular. Let me say that.
And,
So
and
here's a little factoid.
He's sending pictures to, Facebook or whatever.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Little factoid that I picked up. So while we're in Greece, this is a little weird. If you've never been to Greece, you don't know this. Their infrastructure can't handle certain things like, toilet paper.
Oh, no.
Here we
Bidets.
I told
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Bidets.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we could get addicted to bidets. We'll
Oh,
go to
yes.
the bidet store.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Have to get used to that little side squat, the half squat side step to get to the bidet from the potty. Okay. Well, what do you do with the TP? Well, you can't put it in the toilet. It's against the law. So you have to dispose of it in the wastebasket, apparently, which was a little weird. Okay.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
But then when we went from Santorini back to Athens, where we got on the ship. We get on the ship. I go in the bathroom on the ship. There's a sign behind the toilet that says, only toilet paper in the toilet. Well, wait a minute. So we just came from Athens, Greece, and Santorini, Greece, where you're not allowed to put the toilet paper in the toilet. And now you're telling me that's all I can put in the toilet. So I'm set up over the wastebasket when I notice the sign that says nothing hot in this container. Now what am I going to do? You should have seen the look on the cabin steward's face when he saw the condition of that sink. I'm telling you. Hey, we had a shower and a bidet. And there was the bidet. But, that was the very beginning of the trip. Athens, Greece, and Santorini. And then it began. Our first stop on the ship was Istanbul, Turkey. Oh. Istanbul was very fascinating. Mm-hmm. What an amazing culture. And all of the elements of this trip encompassed, the cultural feels from all of these different countries that we visited. We were in 11 countries and 3 continents on this trip. And it was just mind-blowing. Each country you went to, there was just a nuance of a difference in their culture and absorbing their culture. For instance, in Istanbul, it's 98% Muslim. And 5 times a day, you hear the call to prayer ringing through the city from the minutes, the mosques. So that was pretty interesting to get used to. We entered a mosque and witnessed, the worship time, which was, again, very interesting to see and feel. The history, the ancient history throughout Istanbul, just fascinating, absolutely fascinating. And the culture itself was just interesting to observe. We spent some time in the spice market, and of course, you have to go to the Grand Bazaar.
Right.
It was the biggest shopping mall I've ever been in, and we were out. And then we had some local cuisine, which was very delicious.
Good. That's good. I'm glad that you're not like some Americans who travel and you try to eat American food or whatever. You get into the culture, and that's what I like.
Absolutely right. You want to feel and be and live what these people are, so you understand. And Americans really need to do this.
Yes.
And they need to experience another culture that's outside of a McDonald's burger or Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
Go somewhere, eat something different. Like, you can get
Even
good octopus.
Even when we go on vacation, to Florida, we don't eat anything that we can get here.
Right.
Why?
It's
Right.
silly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Not that, Orlando, Florida cuisine is any different than Syracuse,
Now,
New York.
so what's the cuisine in Turkey like, though? I mean, what?
Well, it was interesting. It actually resembled a Southern Italian dish, but with some slightly different nuances in spices and preparation.
Okay.
It's the only way I can really describe it to you, as my mouth is watering right now, remembering it. It was like, man, it was so delicious.
Wow.
It really was delicious, and it was so inexpensive. My God, we went in and we ate and we drank, and there were plates and platters all over the table, and wine. Oh my God. And it was like 25 euros for 3 people to gorge. Which is about $28.
Yeah. Holy cow.
That's one of the biggest things, is holy cow, mind blown. And then, just continuing the trip, it was just, I think one of the most spiritually enlightening and elevating places we went was Ephesus in Turkey.
Wow.
The ruins of Ephesus. And we actually went to the house that was the Virgin Mother Mary's house for the last 10 years of her life, where Christ told some of his apostles to take care of mom, put her in this house on the mountain so nobody can deal with her, and you guys make sure she eats and drinks and sleeps. It was tremendously interesting.
Yeah.
And spiritually mind-blowing. If you're spiritual, it's somewhere you want to go.
Yeah.
And then the ruins throughout Ephesus. Wow. Just wow. Once again, just holy Moses. I had no idea how involved Turkey was in the grand scheme of things. And as we moved along, we were following the path of the conquering Phoenicians, and then the conquering Romans, and then the Moors. And everybody was conquering everybody else. Everybody's stealing everybody's stuff.
Yeah.
It kind of seemed like the Phoenicians were the original conquerors. They go in and they go, "Hi, we're the Phoenicians, and we're going to help you to survive, and we're going to create some cool stuff for you." And after they did it, the Romans come in and go, "Okay, you're out." So then we got back into a couple of the islands in Greece, which were very, very interesting. Africa, we don't need to go back there.
Yeah.
We actually went to what's the name of the place? Tangier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can I say shit?
Yes.
Tangier was an absolute shit show.
Really?
It was. Oh my God.
Mm.
There are like 4 different people in Tangiers. 1, tourists. 2, 1-to-1, someone in a tourist's face trying to sell them something. Some little
1-to-1.
1-to-1. Everywhere, every step of the way. We're with a bus tour. We're on the bus, and we have an armed guard on the bus.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Okay, that was the first indication that this could be a little
red
weird.
flag right there.
Yeah. And then we're walking through Tangier, through the town, with all these guys in your face. I'm getting a little irritated. I'm going, dude, I said no like 15 times. 16 is going to have a fist in it. So as we're walking along, we noticed this guy at the end of the line of our group. There was about 16 of us. Our guide was in front, and he was being very conscious of keeping everybody together and keeping everyone as safe as he can. But there's this guy at the end who was like mixed in with us, being like one of us. And as he turned to greet someone, I noticed he was packing. I went,
Oh, boy.
we have an armed guard here as well, walking through the streets.
Wow.
I wanted to go there because Jason Bourne killed people. I wanted to see where he rode the motorcycle down all those stairs. That was so cool.
Yes.
So, but it was very uncomfortable, very weird. You don't have to go there.
How long were you there for?
We were just there for the day.
Okay.
Sketchy.
Most of our
stay the night.
Yeah, most of our stays were just a day. We did get to stay the night in Istanbul, so we got 2 days experience in Istanbul, which was really, really great.
Yeah.
But favorite parts of our trip is when we came around the southern Italian area and we got into Palermo, Italy, and Amalfi. Okay, now we felt like we were home again.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Patty and I have been to Italy about a dozen times now, and I have family there, and we visit my family, and they treat us like rock stars, and that's why we go, because we like being rock stars.
Those are some of the pictures too. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, we are. Here we are. We went to Amalfi is Amalfi. Yeah,
Yep.
We went off the path. A lot of places, Patty and I like to hire our own private guide and not do. Okay, so you're on a tour with a cruise ship. Okay, so the tours, you get on the bus with about 30 people that have no business being on that tour because it's specifically stated that there's 2.5 hours of walking uphill, uneven surfaces, and you have a walker. Are you kidding me? Yeah, people are falling down. They're calling ambulances to different country.
Yeah, no.
Patty and I just walk away. We'll meet you back at the bus. We do our own tours.
But I like the hiring your own guide. That's pretty cool.
That is the best way to get an experience that you will never forget, because the private guides are so immersed, and they are locals, and they are educated in the history of the city and their whole world, quite frankly. And it's so interesting. And they take you to these little restaurants where you get the local cuisine and you eat like a local and with locals, and you become immersed in that society. Which wow. And then you get to Taormina, Sicily. We spent a week in Sicily, a place called Giardini Naxos, which is on the sea level with Taormina and Mount Etna up behind it. This is where they filmed season 2 of that very weird show, White Lotus.
Oh yeah. Really?
Is that the most
there?
Yeah.
Wow.
The most bizarre show ever.
Yeah.
In the coolest place.
Wow.
The Four Seasons Hotel up on the hill. Oh, there's also the train station in Giardini Naxos that was part of the Godfather movie, where Don Corleone's wife got the train right there. So
yes. Wow.
That's where we hang. Yeah. There's a miracle in Giardini Naxos, Sicily. Look, a parking space. That's the miracle. I drove. So I'm driving up the mountain. We're with some friends. Actually, comedian friend, Sheila Kay and her husband. Sheila, longtime friend of Patty and I. And we're just having such a hoot, because Sheila and I, a comedian and a guy that appreciates a comedian on a trip. And I'm driving up these former goat paths with tour buses coming down the other way. They're coming down the mountain. I'm coming up in an SUV. Are you kidding me? The bus driver stopped. I stopped. I back up a little bit. He comes a little bit. I back a little more. He comes a little. I get alongside the bus. And this really kind of fed into everything, because in Sicily, you're allowed to put toilet paper and poop in the toilet. I had to do something with what I did in my pants. Holy smokes.
Yeah. Wow.
Terrifying experience.
Is Italy the place where you'd live if you could?
100%. 100%. We toured a couple of new areas of Italy this trip. We actually ended our trip. A couple more places that we went that were kind of fun. Through Spain, we got a chance to experience a lot of flamenco dancing, which was really cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
In one of the stops in Spain, we went to what was like the best excursion I think we were on through the whole trip. It was an actual horse breeding farm. And these animals are cared for like royalty. They are so well cared. No one rides them. They have the studs and they have the mares. And when they mate, that's the purpose of them being there. The pregnant ones are held in a different area as well. So you get to see all of this, and they're all just so gentle animals and just enjoying their life, because they're
beautiful animals.
Spectacular.
Yeah.
Wow. I posted a picture of one of the horses that was the most beautiful horse I'd ever seen in my life.
Man.
This horse actually danced with the flamenco dancer, which was kind of cool. I think he got her number too. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they went out after the game. Little sangria, a handful of olives. You never know what can happen behind that.
Never know.
There's a lot of wine. There is a lot of wine being consumed on this trip.
Well, there was a lot of martinis consumed too, I noticed.
I got to tell you, the martinis were flowing on the ship. You're on a ship 30 days. You get to be very friendly with the bartenders. They know who you are. And you were mentioning a little earlier in the show, because I'm a fan of the show, I listen, talking about, you used to get ready to go out at 10 in the evening. Yep. There's a great picture of me passed out cold 8:30 on the balcony of the ship. Bam, done. Cooked.
I am so excited. I'm done at the New Year's Eve. I'm playing from 5 to 8 this year. I'll be in bed by 9 o'clock. It's a great thing. It's a great thing.
Oh, good.
Well,
Lord.
Bruno, you are living your best life, man, and I'm so happy to see it.
Totally.
That trip was amazing. I mean, you'd have to see the pictures, ladies and gentlemen, because it was just amazing. And I'm sure if you were there, it's even more amazing, man. Yes, so now Bill tells me that she's got the next trip lined up.
Oh yeah.
My wife booked the next trip while we were on this trip.
Where's the next trip?
Yeah, we're going to South America.
And a boy.
In March. On a cruise ship.
On a cruise ship. Away. All right.
Hey, I got 30 days under my belt. I think I can handle 2 weeks.
It's the flying that would kill me.
I want pictures and the whole deal, man. All right.
You're going to get all of it, Jen. Hey, good to see both of you guys again.
Bruno,
by the way,
comedy, you doing any comedy down in Florida?
I am officially retired 5 years. I'll be I just turned 71 years old.
Wow.
Look at him.
I know.
71. Look at this. I can't.
And I am just so excited to be here. And I'm retirement's worth it, boys.
Yes, it is. I'm retired. It is worth it. Yes.
I live in South Florida. I play golf a couple of days a week. I hang out with my wife. We drink a lot of wine and martinis.
That away. That's what it's all about.
And my favorite concert. I'm gonna hit you with my concert.
All right.
Okay.
Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention.
Oh yes. Oh, I wish I could have seen them.
Dude.
When you listen to them,
it's unbelievable.
Unbelievable. All right, Bruno, we will be in touch after South America, man.
Love it. Keep doing what you do. I'm a Jim Reith fan forever and a Bill L.E. fan and
I
neighbor.
appreciate it.
Thanks, brother.
Say hi to your son for me, please.
You can say hi to him. He plays out with Brass Inc.
He does. I see him often. He's a great guy. Thanks, Bruno.
All right, Bruno.
Thanks, guys.
Later.
Fantastic. I didn't know he played with Brass Inc.
Yep. His son's a very accomplished, he's a teacher in the school district.
But what does he play?
He's a percussionist.
Oh, really?
Drummer, yep.
The lead singer for the band I worked for is in Brass Inc. He plays sax and he sings.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Walt.
Oh, yeah.
He was the lead singer for James Street back in the day.
He is the guy for Brass Inc. He is the guy, the main guy.
Let me tell you something. His peak, unbelievable. Great singer. Great singer. I don't know why he never went further than he did, and a great guy. But now he's with Brass Inc.
Yep.
And they're really good. I like them. What does a group like that get?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
There's a lot of people.
There's a lot of guys. There's a lot of people. I know bands that are like that. That everything that they make, they put into a fund, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, with that many people, you're not
making any money.
No, you can't.
No,
because they don't pay for that for bands around
unless you're
here.
doing your, unless you're like Atlas and weddings and
well, I'm sure they do weddings, and then you can charge a bigger price any kind of club for sure, right?
Yes,
because they're willing to pay that for that band. I mean, they are really good. I did I emceed a Liverpool Fire Department award ceremony, and they were the entertainment, and I hadn't seen him since the 80s, and I went up to him and we recognized each other, whatever. And then the old sound man plays trombone for them. Jerry is his name. And, I saw that was the first time I had seen them, and that was years ago, but they were really good then, and they're even better now. So check them out if you get a chance.
There's a lot of great, I call them the horn band genre around here, Prime Time.
Well, did you see? Yeah, Prime Time's really good too. Did you see the post I put up about Chicago?
Yes.
And Terry Caff.
Nobody's left in Chicago.
Man, I know it's a shit.
And I watched some.
Is it Robert Lamb there? He's gone.
No, he's gone now. Yeah, this is first. This is the first. The Robert Lamb and the trombone player, the older looking younger guy.
Yeah,
they're gone now.
No kidding.
They've gone off the road.
James Pankow,
yes,
Pankow, yeah.
And it's basically all replacement guys.
Oh,
I don't think there's one original member in Chicago.
That's too bad. Man, I loved them. They were my favorite band when I was a kid.
I think it's. I want to say that's one of the first concerts I took Brandy to.
Really?
We were dating, and I said, we're going to go see Chicago tonight. And she thought it was like the Broadway show, but it wasn't.
It was not to be. No. I saw them in 1974 or 5. I can't remember. I think maybe 74 at the War Memorial.
They did Chicago 2 in its entirety.
Yes.
When I saw them.
Yeah. No, they did. What they do in its entirety when I saw them?
They do
I think Beginnings 1 and 2.
They do that a lot.
They were incredible. I mean, Carrie Kath was insane guitarist,
yes,
and singer.
Their first album, the Chicago Transit Authority,
yes,
sounds a lot different than everything else.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
and you could tell. I mean, that clip that you posted was rock and roll. That was rock and roll,
and that was his influence. That was Terry Kath's influence. And when he unfortunately either took his own life or it was a mistake, he was playing Russian roulette supposedly, and died. They changed a lot, and then once his name got involved with him,
Peter Cetera.
Yes, but who's the schlocky composer guy married to the younger singer? Oh, geez, her name's Kathleen. Oh man, you know who I'm talking about.
I probably do.
Very famous composer. Somebody they don't know. All right, I can't remember, but he's very schlocky. So it turned them into, the ballads that they did later on. That's when they jumped the shark to me. That's when they were done, really, for me. When Cetera left and did his junk, it was good. It's fine, but it's just
Theme to Karate Kid.
What's that?
The theme to Karate Kid 2.
Yeah. So I'm trying to remember who that composer is. But anyway, that stuff is just, it's not them. It was not up to their standards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's too bad. All right, I'll try to figure it out, but we need to get to our next guest.
Common Council President is here.
Yes, Helen Hudson's here. Hello, Helen. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, thank you very much. You look great, by the way.
Thank you.
And we're very happy that you were able to return to health and return to the council.
So am I.
And so is everyone else, by the way. So now you want to transition, right? Explain to me what you want to have happen.
Well, actually, when I took the president's role, I gave up 2 years of my at-large seat. And now, because Councilor Paniagua is transitioning to president, she's doing the same thing. She's giving up 2 years of her seat. So I'm thinking that the 2 years that I lost, I need to come back because there's some unfinished business.
Yes, there's a lot of unfinished business. And I agree with that. And I think that that's the way to go. What has to happen for that to happen?
What has to happen is the counselors makes that choice. They'll do interview processes, and then they'll make the choice of who they want to see in that seat.
All right. So you walk into the interview and say, "It's me, Helen." So we
That's
done
all.
Here? We done now?
I wish it was that easy.
You got that cloud, Helen. Just walk in. I'm here. Just write it down.
I wish I could do it that easy.
All right. So when do they make this decision, Helen?
The first organizational meeting in January.
Okay. So if it doesn't go your way, and it's going to, but if it doesn't, then what do you do?
I'll continue to do what I've always done. I'll continue to be in the community. I'll continue to serve the public, and I'll just continue to be me.
And I'll rip the council every single week until she's back on the council. All right. Good luck, Helen. We're happy that you're back. So happy. You're so good for the city of Syracuse. We need you there, and hopefully this works out.
And you're probably looking forward to. You want to work with a new mayor, I imagine.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because it'll be a tag team, so that'll be a good thing.
We gotta have it. And that's it. We're gonna start calling for it, Bill.
Yeah.
Thank you, Helen.
You're very welcome.
Great to see you.
We'll see you.
Good seeing
That's
you.
awesome. She's great.
David Foster.
That's it.
Mark Turcotte to the rescue.
Yes. He said, tell Bruno, hey for me. Happy Thanksgiving to you and all my friends tuning in. Yes. Thank you, Mark. Who was it again?
David Foster.
David Foster.
Dude, I saw him at, I want to say the On Center or the Turning Stone. He does tours every year. Him and Jim Brickman I've seen before too.
Well, he came with his wife, who's
Yes.
Kathleen
McPhee. Yep.
There you go. Yes, Kathleen McPhee and David Foster. Although he did write one of my favorite songs of all time. He did write Harbor Lights for Boz Scaggs.
Oh,
I love that song.
Love Boz Scaggs.
And I love that whole album.
Lido.
I played that album until it had no more grooves. That and Jesus Christ Superstar, by the way.
Which is they just announced they're reviving it in the UK with a TikTok dude playing Jesus. He's great. He's perfect for it.
Really?
Looks just like what you would think what Jesus should look like, and he's got that high.
Oh yeah,
that high tenor voice.
Gotta have it.
Sam. He's
a TikTok guy.
Sam, yeah, I mean he's sang before TikTok, but a lot of people know him through TikTok.
Interesting.
Good. Look it up. It's good. He's good.
So they're bringing it back.
They're bringing it back there, and they just did a huge version of it at the Holiday Bowl with the girl who plays Elphaba in the Wicked movie. No. She played Jesus.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
And Adam Lambert played
Jesus.
Judas.
I heard that was spectacular.
I mean, before he did American Idol and the Queen thing, he was in Wicked as one of the leads.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He was Fiero in Wicked before
I did not know that.
He went to do the American Idol thing, and now he's just blown up.
Oh, yeah.
And now listen, Paul Rodgers is one of the greatest rock voices ever.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Lambert is what you would think would be Freddie Mercury, like the next.
Yes.
Yeah. Nothing against Paul Rodgers, but
no.
Adam Lambert embodies what.
Yeah, because you have to have the showmanship with it.
Exactly.
You have to have that, and to be quite honest with you, you have to have gay showmanship.
Yes.
Because that's what Freddie was, even though he wouldn't admit it, because you couldn't. It was obvious.
Flamboyance.
Yes. Flamboyant. That's what Queen is. It's kind of a takeoff on the Queens, right? But that's what, yes, Paul Rodgers is awesome. He is. But it's not Queen. Now you feel like it's Queen again.
Yes.
As much as you can without Freddie.
That's a bucket list. I'd love to see them. I've never seen any.
Yeah, I wish I could have seen them when Freddie was alive, right? Oh,
I tell you, my mother, I was jealous. She saw them all: Queen, Zeppelin, Stones back in the day, War Memorial. In 65 at the Shea Stadium for the Beatles. She saw them all. My mother saw them all.
Well, the interesting thing is they all came here.
Yeah.
They all came here. And Ron Ray, who we have to get, by the way.
We'll get him. Yes.
Yeah, we got to get Ron Ray. That dude, he was backstage with all of them.
And not only can he talk music, he can talk baseball.
Yes, he can. Yeah, he's the historian for the
Chiefs.
Mets. Well, whatever going to be now.
Yes.
I wonder what they're going to be now.
Didn't they say they're going to postpone it?
I don't know. I lost track of that.
We'll get Jason back because it was supposed to be soon. December was supposed to be. I think something happened that it's extended. We'll get We'll get Jason back on.
Yeah, we got to do that
because we're only like 90 something days to pitchers and catchers.
Well, the first little trade went through, so you got Semien to the Mets for Nimmo.
Yep. I was kind of shocked by that.
I'm kind of shocked too because Semien had an off year last year, but he won the Gold Glove.
And Nimmo was so loved in New York.
Yeah, he is. But he's also getting paid a lot of money, and I think they're seeing, he got hurt last year a little bit, and I think they're seeing maybe we may get out of this investment, so they're going to save some money. But if Semien hits like he should hit, then they made a steal of the century because he, like I said, he won the Gold Glove. And I mean, in the past, he's hit 30 home runs as a second baseman. Yeah. So that's a good trade for the Mets. It really is. That's, most of this stuff will happen at the winter meetings. The general managers met, but now they'll get the winter meetings underway pretty soon. That's when all the agents are there and, all the blah, blah, blah. And that's when all the moves are made officially. I mean, they're made before then, most of them, but they get official at the winter meetings. So,
and looking up for Tampa's they're going to a year. They were supposed to play another year at Steinbrenner, but they're going to be at the Trop.
Really?
Yeah, the roof's on.
No kidding.
Fix the roof. They're going to play. They're going to go back to the Trop.
Well, that's good and bad because that place is an abomination.
It's awful.
But they turned down the stadium, so and rightfully so. I think I just don't like all the public money that's input to private stadiums. Where private freaking owners are making billions of dollars, and so they can buy another team. The one guy owns the Dodgers and the Lakers now.
Well, look at the Pagulas.
Right, exactly. The Sabres and the Bills.
Yep.
Although the Lakers and the Dodgers are worth more because they're probably now the 1 and 2 worth in the world, and then the Yankees are third.
And weren't they just talking about not too long ago about giving Buffalo Sabres a new arena too? And that's not that old. I mean, it's in the early 90s it was built, but
yeah, I went there in the mid to late 90s or mid 90s maybe with my friend Greg Lowe. Took me there, and they had a special place to sit and everything. And I had never seen an NHL game before. That was awesome. So, hockey on TV is okay. Hockey live is awesome. It is.
We used to go every year to see the Devils. I'm a Devils fan. Devils and the Sabres play in Buffalo.
Although here's the problem that I have now, unfortunately, and it's going to come down to the same thing. It's going to come down to money. I wanted to check a Crunch game. It's $45.
We were talking about that a couple shows ago.
It's
crazy.
$45. No. Did we talk about that?
Yeah, I think we did, but it was crazy. It's
I mean, mind like a sieve.
It was.
I forgot what we talked about 5 minutes ago, so I'm surprised. I'm not surprised that I forgot that.
But it's still a good. I mean, the games are good, and
so tell me before we go. Tell me about the. So is that Criterion election? Yeah. Okay, tell me about that Citizen Kane.
So it's Criterion month at Barnes and Noble. So the 2 months out of the year, all the Criterion collection movies are 50% off.
Okay.
And if you don't know what Criterion collection movies are, they're like the cream of the crop, remastered audio, video file, all the extras.
Yeah.
So they remastered Citizen Kane, which is known to be probably the greatest movie of all, one of the greatest movies of all time.
I would say it's the greatest.
It's the #1 movie on the 100 AFI, American Film Institute. I haven't seen it since high school. I think we watched it in high school.
Really?
You watched it. We watched it in high school for something. It's a brilliant movie, and watching it in 4K, it just brings out a whole, and not only is Orson Welles a great writer, his portrayal of Kane in this is unbelievable.
Yeah.
You hate him, you love him.
Yep.
It's such a great, and I forgot about the ending, and the ending is perfect.
Yeah.
And it's, movies this was 1 hour and 59 minutes. That was unheard of then.
Yes.
So this is like your, Gone with the Wind / Titanic of today.
So the thing with him was when he did this, first of all, he had a collection of actors and actresses that he had around him, and he made several movies with them.
And they weren't
super well known. No. And they had done radio with him as well. So he does Citizen Kane. He writes it, stars in it, directs it. He's 25. And it's the greatest movie ever shot because here's the thing. It's the greatest film ever.
Yes.
It's not necessarily the greatest movie ever. In that it's certainly not the most popular, right?
No.
It's not a blockbuster. It's not, but as a film, as cinema, it's unmatched because of all the things that he had to invent to do some of the things he wanted to do. Some of the things he had in his head, you couldn't do. And so they figured out how to do it. He invented the tracking shot when you put cameras on a track and, run it along with someone. He invented that. He invented so many things in that movie. And when you go through all the extras, you're going to be freaking amazed.
Wait. This is one. This, and I'm a big fan of the old Hammer movies.
Yes,
from England.
Yes, me too.
Same thing with those. They're just chock full. But
I love those.
You could spend days and days and days and days. And even Brandy, who I always say she's 10 years younger than me and hates anything that's in black and white, had one eye on this. But this, even the packaging on this, it's amazing. It's a 4-disc set where there's 3 discs of extras. There's pictures and just folds out.
So in the end of the movie, he looks 60.
Yep.
And believably 60.
Yep.
And that's in the 1930s. They didn't have CGI or any of that
stuff.
It's
all practical effects. It's
incredible.
All practical effects.
And he's 25. Crazy.
And the girl who plays his second wife is fantastic in it too.
Yes.
Especially when she's the old drunk.
Yeah.
Morning.
It's amazing. It's a great movie. If you haven't ever seen it, please.
And then we got to talk about it's Thanksgiving. So it's always Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
I would agree with you.
It's the greatest Thanksgiving movie.
I agree with that.
It embodies everything. It really does.
I love the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
Yes.
But it kind of let me down because it wasn't Charlie Brown Christmas, which is the greatest animated show of all time. That is a great movie. That's an incredible movie with really, really outstanding performances from all the leads.
And there's a new documentary, a new John Candy documentary out.
Oh.
I can't remember what. It might be Apple TV. I can't remember what I saw it on. and they, talk a lot about this. There's a lot of stuff cut out, and they showed some of the. There's a monologue he does in this that was not scripted in the movie. It might be that one big one.
Yeah,
that one at the end when he's walking away.
Yeah,
that a lot of that was cut out.
Really,
it wasn't the full thing. Yeah.
Wow.
But he was a brilliant actor.
Oh yeah.
His final movie was Canadian Bacon.
Oh, was it?
Do you remember that movie?
Vaguely.
So he plays a security guard on the United States side of the border, I think. And the American president is trying to cause waves, and he caused waves with the Canadians and tried to start a war with the Canadians. And a lot of it's filmed in, the Niagara Falls area.
Really?
Yeah, check it out. It's not, it's nothing like this or Uncle Buck or anything, but it's still
when he punches the clown in the nose in Uncle Buck. I must have rewound that 100 times, because the first time I saw it, I laughed so hard. I mean, I had tears running down my face, and
you don't have comedy like that anymore.
No, because everyone's so everything offends everybody now, and everything is, it's just whatever. And I know I sound like an angry old man, but it's true. It is. It really is.
I watched the new Sebastian Maniscalco special on Hulu, and he's, he runs a line of.
Well, we saw him the same night at the Civic Center.
Civic Center.
Yeah.
He's great storyteller.
Yeah.
As much as I like him, there's nothing like a Kevin Hart show.
And I don't think people realize it. I don't think people realize it. I think most people don't.
His delivery and his storytelling. I mean, there's no. It's so, and it's scripted, obviously, because he's doing a thing, but it's just so well. The delivery is so good. I was watching his new Netflix special this morning while I was prepping my healthy food for the week.
So let me tell you who did that kind of comedy best way back in the day, and people are going to freak out. It's Bill Cosby.
Oh yeah, so Bill Cosby himself special was
his early albums. Mark, my friend who's on the chat, and I would listen to him in his basement bedroom, and we would, dude, that and Big Bamboo, by the way, which is also hilarious, Cheech and Chong. But we would listen to Cosby's early albums, man, and they were hilarious. But he was a storyteller. He's a very funny storyteller, and he did the same thing in his stand-up. And Kevin Hart's the same way. People don't, he's very funny in his movies, right? He is 5'4", by the way.
So small,
he is.
Yes.
So he's very funny in his movies, but the stand-up is a whole new thing. It's like a one-man show, like a play. You know what I mean? It's like a one-act play, because, like you said, it's scripted, and he's so funny.
It's so, and I love when comics are going through their skit and they go back to an old joke. I love that.
Yeah, I like that too.
Love that. And it's usually like one of the big ones is his final joke. It's usually the exclamation point at the end, and it's just so good. I was watching a lot of different. I was watching a couple of the new comics on YouTube, and there's just a difference between Kevin Hart and everybody else.
Yeah. I also like Anthony Jeselnik, but he's an acquired taste. It's very, 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 very dark humor.
Yeah.
Really dark humor. But I saw an interview with him, and it was three comics talking to one another. And he said, in my opinion, my philosophy is comedy is about surprise. And so I surprise you, and he does, with every joke. He does. But it's all really
there's a lot,
dark surprises.
You're seeing a lot in the comedy clubs and the phones in the pouches now.
Oh, good.
Because it needs to be. It can't be something that is seen all the time, or people just get so upset about content these days.
Wow. So here's the thing too, and when we have Bruno back, and we will, I want to talk to him about this. A lot of comics now come out to do stand-up. They just react to audience members.
Yes, crowd work.
Right. And it's getting more and more prevalent. And that's, to me, I can do that.
Yeah.
If I wasn't scared shitless to go on stage, I can do that. Anybody can do that.
Nate Jackson's big on that. Aries Spears is big on that.
It's lazy.
Michael Blaustein's
I think it's guys. Lazy.
Michael Reith, Matt Reith, the guy that was so. Brandy wanted to see this guy forever. Matt Reith, he was huge during COVID.
Okay.
Young kid comic.
Right.
Sells out comedy clubs. Then did like 2 nights at the Landmark. Sold out. Del Lago all in the same week.
Wow.
Funny Bone, Del Lago, and Landmark all like sold out.
Really
ridiculous. So I ended up getting 4 tickets I got for us at the Funny Bone, where he was trying out his new Netflix special that just came out a couple months ago, crowd work special.
Okay.
And he came out and he says, you see me online, you see a lot of crowd work. Well, we just cut that stuff up from my big show and we put it together for the crowd work stuff. But this is like one of the first times I've ever done a full crowd work show, and it was awful. The funniest part was, do you know the comic? She's local, Jessime Peluso.
Yes. Yep.
So her uncle is the singer of the United Booty Foundation, John Peluso, JP. And so there became a conversation because he was in the front. There was a conversation, and they called Jessime up on the phone because he didn't believe Matt didn't believe that was her uncle, and that was the best bit of the night.
No kidding.
And the rest of it is just like. And then I watched his Netflix special, and I didn't see anything special. The regular one, his stand up. He does a little bit of the crowd work, but I don't
mind a little bit. A little
Yes.
bit. If somebody says something, okay, now do it.
Yeah.
So now I'm noticing online that some people are doing that, saying something, so they'll start doing the crowd
Exactly.
work. And that, to me, it's just, it's lazy. I think that it takes balls to be a comedian. There's no question about it. Gomez will tell you the same thing. I could never do it, but that anybody can do. Really inventive comics who come up with really things that make you think and laugh, and things like Robin Williams, people like that. Those are comics. I mean, that kind of stuff is funny. It has a place, I think.
I specifically remember that show we saw at the On Center that I couldn't breathe during half
Oh,
of it. It
man.
was so funny.
He was so funny.
Because
the Turkish bath thing.
Being in an Italian family
God.
too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you would know.
A lot of that is
well, too, when he did the sliding up to the door bit in your side, we did that.
Yeah.
To see who was at the door. And when he said, "Oh, I just came over to see how the kids were doing," my uncle used to say that all the time when he would come to our door unexpectedly. I just came over to see how the kids were doing. And I think to myself, why are you coming over here to see how I'm doing? But whatever. That's why he's so funny. He's very relatable.
Yeah. And
then he's got all the
Jim Carrey stuff,
Yes.
the physical comedy.
the SNL thing.
Yeah.
The SNL rip on it was very funny. And at least they did it in front of him. I thought it was very funny.
But now you can't afford to go see him. He's expensive.
No, I know. It's a shame.
And you're looking at, if you don't have good seats, you're looking at a screen anyways.
Right. You got to get them. You got to
big
get the guys up and coming.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You got to get them when they're just starting out.
I remember that show, $50-$60. I want to say that.
Not even, I don't think. For two, maybe.
And then the Landmark was where I paid the first. It was $80 a ticket.
Okay.
And then the On Center was.
Even when I saw Seinfeld at the Landmark the first time he came, that was like $25, $30.
The first time I paid $100 for anybody was Robin Williams at the Landmark.
Really?
But
100.
that was worth every penny, and I would have paid it over and over again.
Yeah, that's a rare show. That was a rare thing. That dude just started, and you never knew where it was going to go after that.
And he works very dirty.
Oh, that's
very live.
I
very
didn't know that.
Foul. Oh yeah.
I didn't know that. Well, that was a huge surprise when Red Fox did the same thing.
Yes.
Red Fox was this, comedian or whatever, and did Sanford and Son. He was blue as blue could be.
Yep.
You see some of it in Harlem Nights in that movie, which is hilarious. But that is such a good movie.
And then the new movie I saw the week, I forgot to tell you this one, Anniversary.
Oh, Anniversary. That's right.
Excellent political thriller with the lead in Friday Night Lights. He played the coach.
Yes.
He was in it. And Diane Ladd.
Oh, yeah. I love her.
And so it's political, but it really shows you what happens when you have the fringe on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Just it's what the ending was one of those oh shit endings like The Departed,
Yeah.
You get that. Oh, you didn't expect it. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, we're watching it.
It's good.
All right. This was a real good one, packed
show.
We got to get working on next.
Let me see. Let me look at my schedule.
All right.
I might have something here. Let me look.
I'm not sure who we wanted to work on it because naturally I don't remember. So if I don't write stuff down, then I won't remember it.
We don't have. I have a couple of things. I'm efforting.
All right.
I'm efforting a few things.
All right. Well, I will message you with some more
So
effort.
we'll,
Oh, by the way, yeah. First of all, happy. I need a new roof.
Oh yeah.
Some years ago on Thanksgiving Day, my thing backed up. My sink, my kitchen sink backed up. Had to get a snake, get all that out of there.
On Thanksgiving.
Yeah. This is, worse. Might need a new roof because the garage roof was leaking, and it leaked into the false ceiling. And so I was going to have a guy check it out today. It's a very old friend of mine, and he's like, "Yeah, you can't do just the garage because the garage roof is all part of the whole." Because I live in a ranch, and the garage is attached. So, yeah, I'll be doing a GoFundMe. So just so you know, okay.
If you see a guy out in John Glenn Boulevard with a sign, just throw a couple dollars in it. Don't ask questions.
Don't hand me a bottle of water. Throw me some money, would you
right.
please? All right, crank up the music and
you're not going to hear it in your ears.
All right, let's tell people that have a happy Thanksgiving, you too, and yours, Bill, of course, and everyone who's listening and watching today. Have a great Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving. It's my favorite holiday, so we're going to do it up. Take care of yourselves then, okay? And God willing, we're all back at it next time on the Jim Reith Show Unleashed podcast.